Dividend ETFs are all around in the market, and there are different ones for different types of investors. There are those that pay monthly dividends. There are those that have growth in their dividend paying abilities. There are those that just have flat out high dividends. So today we're going to be talking about 5 different dividend ETFs for every type of different investor. Hey guys, my name is Steve and I run the Frugal Expat website where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And today we're talking about 5 different dividend ETFs that can help you to do better. And these dividend ETFs can range from those that pay just dividends and they grow, those that grow their dividends yearly, and those that may pay monthly dividends. All right, let's get down to the video. Our first dividend ETF is going to be DGRO, which is the iShares Core Dividend Growth ETF. Now, DGRO is a little bit different than a lot of other ones. It focuses not only on those companies that are growing their dividends, but it focuses on companies that are emerging and it's growing those dividends. So these don't have to have the highest dividend yields, but they're growing their dividends year upon year, and that means you're allowing it to have some companies that are rising in the market, but maybe do not have those high dividend yields. Now, some of these companies are going to be like Microsoft, Broadcom. It's also got some JP Morgan as well. Now, these companies are both high dividend paying companies, and they're also, some of them are not as high paying, but they're increasing their dividend year upon year. Now, DGRO does have an expense ratio of 0.08%, meaning it costs about $8 for every $10,000 invested. The dividend yield is sitting anywhere between 2 to 3%, but right now it's sitting at about 2.04%. And that means it's not the highest dividend yield on this list, but it's growing its dividend about 8.91% of a 10-year average. So that means every 10 years, it's averaging around 8.91%. This dividend ETF is a little bit different. It's got a lot of assets under management in technology and financials. Right now, about 20% of the ETF is in financials, while 19% is in technology. So you're getting a lot of those huge companies like JP Morgan with financials, plus you're getting a lot of tech companies like Microsoft and Broadcom. Now, these companies combined give you some good growth. So when the market is soaring high, you're getting a lot of growth with these, but they're also dividend paying companies. Microsoft right now is growing its dividend anywhere between 10 to 11% per year. So that's amazing news for those people looking for some growth. And it's also growing in price appreciation. So you're getting a max of price appreciation and you're getting dividends. So that's a good thing about DGRO. So if you want to have a little bit of some growth with technology and a little bit of some growth in your dividend yield, DGRO is a great dividend ETF to buy and hold for the future. Let's get on to our next dividend ETF, and that is FDVV. Now, FDVV is the Fidelity High Dividend ETF. Now, the dividend yield on FDVV is sitting at about 3%, so you're getting a pretty good yield for this ETF. Now, the expense ratio is sitting at 0.16%, so it's about $16 for every $10,000 invested. Now, the difference between FDVV and some of the other dividend ETFs, it has a barbell strategy. So it's going to have a lot of growth companies, and it's also got a lot of blue chip companies. So you're going to have a little bit of both when you're having this ETF. You're going to have a little bit of over 26% in technology and about 19% in financials. So you're getting companies like Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Broadcom. You're also getting companies like JP Morgan and Visa. These are all companies that are producing some good dividends, but they're also having a little bit of growth into them. So you're having also some Home Depot and Procter & Gamble a part of this, and so you got that barbell strategy. You got some of the growth and you got some of the blue chip stocks that are making this dividend ETF. Now, the reason I like this dividend ETF is because it's got a lot of growth, and personally for me, a young person, I want a little bit of growth, but with the dividends, it also means a little bit some money on the side. So that is a great part of having this dividend ETF, and it's got, like I said, a high dividend yield. It's about 3%, not the highest on this list, but it is one of the better ones on this list, and it's getting a lot of popularity. So if you're young and you want some dividends and you want some growth, FDVV is a great one to buy and hold for long term. All right, let's get on to our next dividend ETF. Our next dividend ETF is going to be VYM, which is the Vanguard High Yield Dividend ETF. Now, it says high yield, and the yield right now is sitting anywhere between 2.5% to 3%, depending on when you watch this video. It's got an expense ratio of 0.06%. meaning it costs about $6 for every $10,000 invested. Now with this high yield dividend ETF, it ranges anywhere between 500 to 600 different companies, and it's got a whole bunch of different companies where you can buy and hold for the long term. Now it's got about 22% in financials and 16% in technology, with companies like JP Morgan, Home Depot, Walmart, Procter & Gamble, AbbVie. Some of these are some of the top 10 companies on this ETF. Now with this ETF, you're getting pretty good blue chip companies from all over the place. You're getting a solid ETF that's with Vanguard with $50 billion in assets under management, and it's a great one to kind of buy and hold for the long term. Now it's solid ETF with those blue chip companies, so it's not going to skyrocket crazy because you have a lot of tech, and that means it's not going to go down crazy because maybe a bear market happens. So with this ETF, you are getting a good solid ETF. Now the dividend yield is not the highest on this list. FDVV is a little bit higher, but you have a good solid ETF for the long term. So if you're looking for some broad exposure to some of the best companies on the US market that provide dividends, VYM is one of the best ones out there. Now it's got a lot of diversification. Like I said, it's got about between 500 to 600 different companies. So you got some exposure to some REITs. You got exposure to some utilities, energy companies. You got exposure to those tech companies and financial companies. So you got exposure to a lot of different companies, and it allows you to have a good buy and hold strategy with this ETF. Now, hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and one of my favorite places to where I can track my portfolio is Snowball Analytics. And Snowball Analytics is a great place where you can put all your different portfolios. You can track how it's going up and down the market throughout the day. You can see how much you are getting in your annual income, monthly income, and it's a great way to kind of set up goals for your future. So if you're looking for a place to kind of follow your portfolio, not only on your computer, but also on your phone, Snowball Analytics is one of my favorite places to go. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description and a link in my pinned comment. So if you want to sign up, you can sign up with a link. If you wanted to pay for the paid membership, it's an affiliate link. And so I will get a small commission for this, but there's no extra cost to you. If you don't want to, that's okay, because there's also a free version. So if you want to sign up for Snowball Analytics, I'm going to leave a link in the description and in the pinned comments. Let's get on to the rest of the video. Our next ETF is going to be SCHD, which is the Charles Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. Now, this is a dividend growth ETF, kind of like DGRO, but differently created. Now, this has got algorithm looking at different companies that have been increasing their dividends over the last 10 years, but you also have to have a high dividend yield. So tech companies that do not have a high dividend yield probably will be excluded from this, which means you may miss out on some of the ups and downs of the market. So this ETF's got a lot of energy, it's got a lot of healthcare, and it's got a lot of consumer staples. Not that many financials or technology, so you're not going to get some of those huge ups and downs when the market goes crazy. But that's okay. If you're looking for a good yield, this has got a yield of anywhere between 3.5% to 4%. Right now it's sitting at 3.76%, but it could change throughout the year and throughout the price appreciation. Now, this ETF does have a cheap expense ratio of 0.06%, which means it costs about $6 for every $10,000 invested. It's got about 100 different holdings, and this is one of the most talked about ETFs on the market. Now, the price appreciation and the total return has not been very good for the last 2 or 3 years, so you may want to look at different ETFs. But if you're looking for something that's solid, you're looking for something that's good yield, well, SCHD is one of those companies. Now, some of the top holdings are going to be AbbVie, Chevron, and Home Depot. That makes up some of the top 10 of this ETF. And if you're looking for a dividend growth rate, over the last 10 years, the dividend growth rate has been about 10.77% average. So that means it's averaging about 10 to 11% per year on growing its dividend. Now, that's not going to happen every single quarter, but on average, every year for the last 10 years, it's been averaging that amount. So if you're looking for a good dividend growth ETF, well, this ETF is one of the best ones out there, and it's one of the most talked about ones out there, and it's got one of the cheapest prices of anywhere between $27 to $28 at the time of this recording. But if you want to look for different ETFs, there are many different ETFs on the market, but we're just mentioning this one as one of the granddaddies of them all. All right, let's get on to dividend ETF number 5. ETF number 5 is going to be QQQI. QQQI. Now, QQQI is the NEO's Nasdaq Premium Income ETF. And this is a great ETF if you're looking for monthly dividends, if you're looking for some income, and if you're looking for just some way to kind of subsidize your retirement. Now, QQQI does have a dividend yield of around 3.62%, and it can range anywhere up to 15%, and it is a great dividend ETF that you could buy and hold for your portfolio. Now, this is a covered call ETF, so what it's doing is the underlying assets are the Nasdaq 100, so you're gonna get some of those Max 7 of Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Google. These are some of the companies that are in the Nasdaq 100. So what it's doing is selling covered calls on these assets out of the money covered calls, so you're getting a premium of that, and it's returning some of this capital back to you. So it's giving you distributions monthly. Right now they're doing ROC, which is return of capital. So basically you are buying, let's say you buy $100 worth, they're returning you anywhere between 90 to 100% that monthly. So if they return 90%, that's about $9 back into your pocket. And this is good for tax purposes. So they're selling 1256 contracts, which means about 60% is going to be long-term capital gains, while 40% short-term capital gains. So it's good for tax treatment, so you can put this in your taxable account. Now, the reason I like this one is because it's got a great yield of about 13 to 14%, and it's paid monthly. So if you want some monthly income, QQQI could be a good one for you. Now, if you are interested in trading options, you may be doing that instead of having a company do it for you, because since the company is doing it for you, it does have an expense ratio of 0.68%, which means it costs about $68 for every $10,000 invested. But if you want to trade options yourself, you can do that. You don't have to have this, but this is a good place to kind of park some money, get some good yield, and it can help supplement your retirement income. Now, I just showed you guys 5 different dividend ETFs, and that could be for any different types of investors. You got the ones that are looking for more growth in dividend yield. You got the ones that are looking for growing that dividend yield, and you also got the ones for the high yield and the ones for even higher yield with QQQI. So let me know in the comments, what are some of your favorite dividend ETFs that you'd like to buy and hold in the long term? I know some of you guys like covered call ETFs. That's great. Some of you guys probably have some great dividend ETFs suggestions, like maybe a DIVO or even a DIVB. I mean, there are some great ones out there. So let me know in the comments, what is your favorite dividend ETF? And I'll see you in our next video. Remember, if you like Snowball Analytics or want to sign up, I'll leave a link in my description. All right, see you guys in the next video. You guys take care.